going on, YouTube? Welcome back. We are taking a look at the Striker Vivid 7 SV. On my previous video, I opened this thing up, opened the box, and showed you everything that kind of comes inside. And then I kind of gave a brief explanation of why I picked this particular fish finder. But now I want to open this thing up, get it turned on, and then you guys can kind of see all the different settings and show you how this thing actually works and what it's going to do on the boat. Granted, it's going to be in demo mode, but we get to see how it works and go over that really nice user interface that I was telling you about. So let me get this thing turned on. Okay, so we have it set up here. This is your main screen. This is basically what it comes up to as soon as you get on the water. So the first four things I think I want to point out is your traditional, your ClearVü, your SideVü, and your quick draw map. Those are your four basically main settings that come with this thing. The rest of these are just combinations of them. So your traditional is right here. You got your ClearVü, you got your SideVü, and then your quick draw. Now granted, this is not a touchscreen. I think that's what keeps it in that mid-range of ballpark of price anyway. But your traditional is the same as the one I had on my old boat, and this is pretty much all I could see on my... Oh, that's really blown out. There you go. This is really much all I could see on my old fish finder. There wasn't a whole lot to it. It helped. It was better than nothing, but it was time to definitely upgrade to something that was going to give me a little bit more understanding of what was going on underneath the boat, especially when it comes to bass fishing and that kind of stuff. So anyway, this is kind of the start, and you can do different settings in this alone. So if I like this transducer and I just want to use this transducer out of the gate, a cool thing you can do is you click this three-line button here, and it's going to open up the menu, and you can change all the settings in there: the gain, the beam width, the frequency, the zoom. The other really cool thing you can do is you go down to sonar setup, you go down to appearance, and then you can do color scheme. So if I want this classic blue, like old school, I can do that. If I want to do green and red, I can do that. Orange, I can do that. Red, sure. I mean, I can do all kinds of different things, and when it does that, I just go click back again, and it's going to now save it to that color screen. I really wouldn't recommend staying to a solid, because obviously you're not going to get those color differences that are going to tell you kind of how deep that sonar is actually hitting into that. But anyway, I digress. This is, like I said, this is the typical sonar. So let's go back to the main screen here, and then we'll go over to ClearVü. ClearVü is going to be a little bit more cleaned up version of what the traditional is, and so now I can kind of start seeing a little bit better idea of what's going on underneath here. So this is obviously grass, this is some sort of sand hill or something of that nature. I get a little bit better understanding of what's going on down underneath there with this version as well. Again, I click this three-line button, I can get in here and I can change all the different settings that come with this: contrast, brightness, zoom, sonar setup, overlay numbers. Let's go back here. You can still change the color scheme here if you want. If you want a different color scheme, you can do that as well. There's all kinds of different colors for this one as well that you can choose from in this range as well. So it's really customizable to really what you want. The other really cool thing is you can change this, which is your interference from your sonar: low, medium, high, off, whatever you want to do. Anyway, so there's all kinds of different things you can get in here and really start changing stuff up as you go along and kind of figure out what settings work best for you. Let's go back one more to the main screen, and let's go check out SideVü. Again, just like the previous ones, we can change color. This is SideVü. It's going to show you the range off the side of your boat. So this is 0. This would be you dead left, or dead center. This would be to your left, and this would be to your right. Pretty self-explanatory when it comes to that. I think anybody that's kind of seen these before has at least a general understanding. It's when you run these in combination is when it actually starts helping you paint a picture of what's going on underneath the boat and helping you catch more fish, basically. I really want to touch base very quickly on the quick draw map. So I showed that in my previous video, a little snippet about that. And what you can do is you can link this up to your phone, and so that way your phone is connected to the quick draw map. And so I've downloaded other people's quick draw maps to mine, so now other runs that other people have done on those lakes, I can see those as well, and it shows me that topographical map underneath. So it's really cool. That I think is a really cool thing Garmin did to kind of help other fishermen, help you kind of situation without actually paying into the subscription of obviously buying their $200 whatever it is a month or I mean for a year subscription to the lakes, to those topographical maps for the lakes for your Garmin. I can just get away with doing the quick draw, and that's plenty enough for me. I can map it out myself. So anyway, let's go down to customization. So you can change the customization of this thing. So let's say if I want this quick draw map up here, because this is a split frequency. These are all different splits. I want to move this up here so that all my splits are down low. I go down to customize, I click the OK button, and then I click the rearrange. And then I can just go down to that quick draw. I click it, highlight it, press OK. And then I go up here, and then it just flips that for me. So I very easy, very intuitive the way it runs. And then I just click the back button again, gets me out of that menu, all the way back, and boom, there it is. It's up there now. So now my split frequencies are down here. These are different combinations. I mean, you've seen this before, I'm sure. Different combinations that you can choose from of those frequencies. But not only that, if you head over to the customization again, you saw this one here, it says add. So I can add in a new combo. So add combo. And then it's going to give me function layouts here where I can choose which layout that I want to pick. So let's go over to this guy here, click A or OK. And then you click, it's going to be highlighted the first one here, highlight number 1. Just click on that, and let's do that one. Let's have that one be, let's have that one be SideVü. Why not? And then let's do, so it's going to highlight to the next one already. Which one do you want as number 2? Let's do ClearVü. And then number 3, let's do quick draw map. So now I've got a combination of those 3. The hidden data bar basically is just telling you what information you want read other than what typically comes on these. I typically just leave that one not added in. So then it's got my next button highlighted in blue here. I just click OK, and then it's going to give me rename. I can rename it whatever I want. We're just going to leave it as combo 5, and then I'm going to go to done, and then it's going to tell me, oh, it's going to give me this. So the circle in the middle is going to allow me to change what I see more. So if I want more of the map, or let's say I want more of that transducer and less of the map, I just want a little bit of the map, I can do that, and it's giving me all of these. So really nice that it's just customizable to the down to the last key here. And then I just click OK, boom, and then it's going to ask me where in the map do I want it. So let's move this all the way here. Let's put it in the back end on the second page next to the active captain. Click that, and then now it's going to be back to this menu, which in my opinion is the worst because it should just bring me back to the menu, but it doesn't. So once I've seen this again, all I got to do is click back, and boom, all this has stayed the same. I click one page over, there it is, combo number 5. And then my active captain, that was what I was mentioning, that acts to your phone. I'm not going to click into this because it just tells you, it walks you through linking through your phone, and my email and all that stuff is on there, so we're not going to open that up just yet. So like I said, pretty easy, pretty intuitive the way that this thing works. Your settings, all that does is that brings you down to your system settings. I really just leave all this stuff alone. You can change your alarms if you want for your navigation, your system, and your sonar. So if you want your sonar to let you know if you're getting too shallow, or if it's a certain depth that you don't like, and depth-wise, you can have that set up so it at least gives you an alarm. Go back to your system. It's going to allow you, if you want a beeper, do you want the beeper to be on, alarms only, for when you're going through the menus, it will beep, make a noise. All kinds of different layouts for the system itself. Again, I just leave all this stuff pretty standard. I don't really mess around with this because I just like the way that Garmin does it. So I'll click back, and boom, that's pretty much it. So that, guys, is the Garmin Striker 7 SV. This thing is going to be huge for me this year from putting it on my boat. I think it's going to be definitely an upgrade, and I think Mike and I are going to have a good time messing with it, playing with it. I think it's going to help us hone in. As a couple of weekenders, anything to help us kind of hone in and save our time on the lake, I think is something worth my time and energy and my money to spend on. So, and this one doesn't quite break the bank. Like I said, it comes in at in the mid-range, so it's a really nice machine. And I couldn't speak any higher of it. The one thing that I would say I really wish that the company would do is they wouldn't sell their plate covers for putting the cover over the machine when you're not using it separately. I get it, they're trying to make money, but I really feel like that piece should just come with the machine. It's obviously not that much more, and it's one of the downsides. So I do have to go purchase a there's a plastic cover that goes over the whole thing when I'm not using it, and if I want to keep it on the boat, I can put that on there and just give it a little bit more protection. So anyways, if you guys like this video and you guys have any other questions, I can still whip this thing out, so just leave a comment down below, and I can go through the different settings and show you maybe something else you wanted to see that I didn't get in here. I'd love to talk to you guys if someone out there has any questions or anything like that on some of my fishing experience, some of my gear. If you want to see something else, let me know. There is going to be fishing videos coming. I'm working on it. As soon as season opens, we're going to be ready. I've got my cameras all set up and ready to go. So really appreciate you guys watching. If you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button and that bell, really helps me grow. Right now we're sitting at 11 subscribers, not much, and I just want to see this be something that I can really get into, and I'd love to see a community kind of come into the YouTube as well. So thanks guys, appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Later.